Hello, hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Link, and today I'm going to give you 4 amazing tips to survive and slay the holiday season. Make sure you stick around till the end for tip number 4 because that's the best tip. So I know this time of year can be super overwhelming and stressful when you're trying to stay on your fitness regimen while still handling all of the treats, the sweets, lack of time, just the overwhelm from the hustle and bustle. If you feel this overwhelm or stress, make sure you like this video right now because I know I am not the only one. I get it. It can be super hard when you're sitting there and you just see sweets and treats and pies and cookies and just delicious desserts all over the place, right? It can be super, super challenging. Sometimes stocking stuffers include things like chocolate, whatever it may be. I get it. It can be very frustrating. It can be overwhelming. It can be stressful. You can start to kind of doubt yourself and your abilities on your fitness journey. But the holiday season does not have to throw you off completely. There are ways to go about it. There are ways to handle it and ways to develop a better sense of self-control. That way, every year you don't have to go through the same struggles over and over and over again. My clients and I work very diligently on this. We always focus in this time of year and say, okay, what can we do to improve? What can we learn from? How can we set ourselves up for success? And these 4 tips I'm going to give you today are going to help you get yourself going in the right direction. Number 1, prioritize. Okay, so around this time of year, you definitely want to make sure you're prioritizing you, but you're also prioritizing any holiday traditions, anything that you love to do around this time of year. I know me and my husband have traditions, me and my parents have traditions. Those are still very, very important to me. And despite where I am in my fitness journey, those are still going to be a top priority. But with that being said, I'm still prioritizing me. I'm prioritizing my health, my goals. All of that is a top priority to me. So when I have more priorities coming on at once, I have to kind of take a look overall and say, okay, what is a priority? How can I work through this? How can I balance these two? I know balance is that word, but create that balance, structure things out, and go in with a plan. Develop a plan. And the first step to planning, you're going to want to prioritize and figure out what's top of the list. How can we make everything work together? Number 2 is to schedule it out. Again, go in with a plan. So now that you have all of your priorities in place, you have everything kind of organized a little bit better of what you want to accomplish during this time. Great, now you can schedule it out. And my best tip for scheduling is to keep it consistent in your calendar, okay? Everything straight across the board. What time of the day do you work out? What days a week do you work out? What time do you go grocery shopping and on what day? Do you grocery shop on Sunday mornings or are you a Thursday night kind of grocery shopper? Whatever you want to do is fine, whatever works best with your schedule. Okay, me, I love to work out in the mornings. I'm a morning person, okay? So I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get my workout in first thing. But with that being said, because it is a top priority for me, I'm gonna be flexible with it. So I will have plan A, but then I literally also create a plan B. So on the days where I have a super busy morning with client calls, I'm gonna bump that workout to either earlier in the morning or later in the day so I can make it work because it's a priority. So we get our priorities in line, and then from there we're gonna schedule it out, develop multiple plans. That way, if God forbid something happens, you can move things around. Number 3, when you're faced with the self-control struggles, I want you to stop before you do anything and ask yourself, do I really want this treat, snack, whatever it is? Do I really want that? Or is it just because it's there, I feel like I have to eat it? Tough question, I know. But if you're able to turn inward and ask yourself these tough questions, you're gonna get that much further along in your fitness journey. So I recommend taking a second, step back, think about it. What do you want? What do you need? And go from there. With that being said, there are ways to handle it. If you know that you are a constant snacker and you know that you struggle with self-control issues, you can go about it one of 2 ways. You can test yourself. This one's a little bit of a scarier option because you do have a higher risk of going for it and then feeling guilty about it. So if you want to take that route, challenge yourself to develop your self-control, or you can go the other route and just go somewhere else, right? If you know that table over there is full of all the snacks that I feel like I just have to pick at the entire time, then stand over there, you know? So you can really go about it two ways. You can challenge yourself, or you can stay on the other side, mingle with your family members or friends. If you're doing things because it's 2020 and things are a little wonky this year and you're doing like a virtual thing, you have full control over the food that you put out. You don't have to have cupcakes and pies and all of the cookies and all that nonsense out if that's not aligning with you and your goals. Now, if you live with somebody else, whether it be a significant other, a roommate, a family member, whatever, and they want those things, then that's fine. Have them. But develop your line of self-control and when you're going to enjoy things and when you're not going to enjoy those things. And with all of that being said, make sure you're giving yourself grace. It's the holiday season. It's been a hard year for a lot of us. Enjoy the treats. Have them. 1 week is not going to derail all of your progress that you've made. Food is fuel, okay? So some fuel is obviously better than others, but you're still using it. Your body is using it. It's working. It's giving your body energy. That's fine. Give yourself grace. I could go on forever about that, but I'm just gonna move on. And number 4, focus on creating habits or developing small goals, okay? So this is not the time to focus on a 30-pound weight loss goal. It's not. It's gonna be too challenging. It's gonna be overwhelming. What you want to do is focus on small things. 10K step goal, your water intake goal, your sleep, daily movement, your self-care. All of those things matter, okay? Focus on developing habits around those, okay? So, we have a little over 2 weeks until Christmas, right? So, with that, you're going to, for the next 2 weeks, focus on developing small habits. If you want to create a habit of getting 10,000 steps every single day, that is amazing. You're moving so much by getting those 10,000 steps. Because, to be honest, you may or may not be getting that depending on your lifestyle. But if you're not, it can help you big time if you start hitting that goal. Sleep. Your rest is very, very, very important for your fitness journey. Make sure you're getting your sleep. Make sure you're getting your water intake. All of those things are crucial to your success. So if we dial in and focus on these small things, these less overwhelming things from the outside, if we take them on small and just dial in on the small things and really work on those and develop them into habits that are no-brainer, you do it with ease every single day, if you do that, then when we do dial in and focus on our big, big goals, piece of cake. You're gonna get it in no time because you've already laid the groundwork. You have the small habits, the small goals in place that you've been working on and focusing on, so then you can start bringing in the bigger ones. These small goals and habits are just stepping stones. You're using them to get to your big overall goal. If you have any questions at all or just want a little bit more clarification on any of those, please let me know. You can comment below or shoot me a message on Instagram, whatever works best for you, and I will gladly get that answered for you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video from me. And comment below with which tip was your favorite.